Hello and thanks again for tuning in to Camposol Through Time. This week we're looking at the natural abundance of Mediterranean herbs in the wilder areas around Camposol and how this resource has impacted on the area. To help us understand more and hopefully share a few recipes from the past and nowadays, in the studio with me today is our very own historian and time traveller, Antonio Hernandez Benitez. Antonio, good to see you again.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fine.
You've been gardening.
Well, yes, I've been collecting some herbs on Camposol, actually.
This is actually on Camposol?
On Camposol.
Okay, so this week we've talked about agriculture before and the way that people fed themselves in the past around the area, here, Matheron, Alhama, this sort of area. It's a very dry area. But these are natural resources we're talking about today, yeah?
Exactly.
So what sort of range of natural foods can we forage today and have done in the past?
Well, depending on the season, but especially in springtime is where we have more quantity and variety of different herbs and spices. The most important ones around here traditionally and nowadays is thyme and rosemary. As well fennel, which now is the time for collecting, okay? Because, well, every single herb and spice, they have a different use.
And this isn't just in cooking. Before we get into the individual uses, it's not just in cooking, is it? It's in medicinal purposes as well.
Exactly, not only in cooking.
Yeah.
For instance, fennel, you don't really cook with fennel. Fennel nowadays, people they harvest basically because the olive season is going to start soon. We are going to pick the olives, and to preserve the olives, plenty of people they use fennel.
And how would they use that in the olives to preserve them?
Well, basically they will put the olives in a container with water and salt, and as well fennel and lemon. Some people they like to put lemon, or some others they like to add different herbs or different spices. But majority of people they use fennel.
Because fennel's got sort of like an anise sort
Exactly.
of flavour, hasn't it? Is it just to flavour the olives, or is there some sort of weird chemistry going on where it actually preserves them longer?
In the old days, they used to believe it's some kind of disinfection somehow. It's killing somehow like the bacteria and so on. This is what they used to think, okay? And the same as in the old days, they used to do a liqueur with fennel and chamomile to basically, they used to use it for when they were feeling a bad cold. Okay, they used to drink this particular liqueur, or mainly when they were feeling bad. Okay, they were using it as a medicine because they used to believe it was helping them to be cured soon.
So it's like a chamomile flavoured ouzo with that anise in there as well.
Exactly.
Sounds quite nice.
Well, it was quite strong actually, quite strong.
And are they still using the fennel for that sort of thing? These for flavouring of drinks in the area, or not so much now?
Not as it used to, but still some people in the areas around Camposol, in the small villages, some people they still like to do their own liqueurs. There are not many nowadays, but as I say, like some people they like it because when they have to preserve the olives, they pick a few more fennel and they create their own type of anise somehow.
I did see, I was driving home up to Lapania a couple of weeks ago now, and there were some guys that were chopping the fennel down on the side of the road because it's grown prolifically at the side of the road.
Exactly.
And they were chopping it down and baling it up and putting it into a van. And I thought, and that's only when I realised it was fennel, because I stopped and had a look sort of thing. But would they be using it then as an industrial scale of preserving olives, or would that just be a personal thing that they take?
No, personal thing. Now I think nowadays, because all the industrializing in the area, all the factories and so on, they will use different products, different herbs and different spices, which they're not even coming from this area. Probably they're coming from a third country or another country.
Is fennel endemic to Spain? Is it natural in Spain, or was it brought in by the Romans or somebody else?
Well, many herbs and many trees and so on, they were brought actually by different cultures. Okay, like for instance, olives, they came because of the Greeks. Okay, and the same as rice, it came because of the Muslims.
So the olives weren't in Spain before sort of...
No, they used to be a different, and there was a similar tree, but there was no the olive oil production.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the Greek colonies that they were around the Mediterranean coastline, actually they were the ones who imported. Then obviously the Romans, they were the ones who did big...
Industrialized it and made it bigger, and yeah. The Romans, what have we got there?
That's right.
Thankful.
The same happened with the rice, exactly the same.
With rice?
Yes, or for instance, oranges or lemons. Oranges and lemons, they are coming actually from China.
Okay. Well, citrus fruits from the Far East originally, not in Europe.
No, not in Europe. I mean, they were coming because when Spain is a Muslim country, okay, Murcia was an independent Muslim kingdom inside those different kingdoms in Spain that they were Muslims at the same time. There used to be a trade route from India actually to Spain.
Would that be through Afghanistan, through the Silk Route,
Exactly.
through Turkey, Afghanistan,
Exactly.
Turkey, and across Europe?
So that's why plenty of things like different herbs and spices that we use, or different food, actually traditional food that we have nowadays, like paella, is actually the origin of majority of our food is actually Muslim.
So would the saffron that's used in paella, would that be from the Middle East?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I mean, as I say, many things.
Is saffron still grown in Spain?
Yes, mainly in central Spain, because they have more water resources and as well they have better extensions of fields. Around here the fields are quite small. The farmers, they have quite small fields, but over there the sizes are bigger and they can still do it.
But saffron is still picked
By
hand.
Exactly.
The stamens are taken
Exactly.
out individually.
Many people say like 1 kilo of
processes.
saffron is 1 kilo of gold,
Yeah.
basically.
This is very expensive, isn't it?
Okay, so
Yeah. You spend a fiver in the shop and you get about 4 pieces, you think.
oh yes,
But it's very strong and it's authentic for your paella.
oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah. Yeah.
for sure.
Tastes better than the colorant that you can
Yes,
get.
but obviously majority of us we use colorant
Of course.
because it's cheaper, and obviously when you do we use. Think about the saffron. It was not only for the paella. Majority of people they used to use it for majority of the stews that they used to do, like different stews like lentils or.
Oh, right, okay.
And so on. I mean, they used to use a little bit of saffron to colorize, and give a different flavor to the
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Even soup, as well.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It does have a distinctive flavour.
Yes.
So it's another spice, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. As far as the wild herbs go, on the table we've got a sample of some quite old fennel that's coming to its end of its life, and we've got some rosemary here as well. This is more familiar. Now I've had rosemary plants in the garden before, and it looks familiar. It does look a little bit sort of more smaller leaves than you'd buy from a garden centre, but this is the wild rosemary, yeah.
Exactly. Obviously, whatever is wild is going to be the size. It's going to be smaller.
Can I taste a bit?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And then it's going to be
you can smell
smaller, and but the flavor and the smell is going to be a lot stronger than one from the garden center.
It
For sure.
tastes like rosemary. Actually, it tastes like rosemary.
Well,
I feel like a lamb chop now.
majority,
Could you just look at him a sec?
majority of people, they used to use it not
There we
only
go.
for cooking.
Let's got rid of that. Yeah, it tastes like rosemary. Obviously, you don't eat it raw because it just goes in things. But this grows everywhere, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, around Camposol, everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen it in the hills. In fact, I saw some guys bagging up bushes a couple of years ago up on the road going from La Panera across to Country Club, the top road.
Si, si.
And they were on the top of this hill and they were shoving stuff in these big bags and just throwing them down the hill. So they rolled down a hill. And I thought, is that rosemary?
Rosemary and thyme. Plenty of people they harvest. And it's supposed to be illegal now to harvest wild rosemary and wild.
It's illegal, is it?
To do it, I mean, if you pick a bunch of a little bit of
Yeah.
something,
But
no,
if you
no.
harvest it,
But
no.
if you harvest like 2,000 kilos, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously. But plenty of people they still do it because they used to use it not only for cooking, as well on the traditional medicine. Majority of those traditional medicines used to be some kind of teas, and they used to be teas of different herbs and spices. So plenty of people they believe that if you have a tea of rosemary with fennel and something else, it's going to help you with your liver, for instance.
Okay.
Okay, and other people they think, well, in the early morning I will have a tea of honey with thyme. Okay, and this is going to help me to, I don't know, my lungs, for instance. Okay, or any infection or whatever. And plenty of people still believe it. I'm not saying it's not right, but it's a traditional belief.
Well, I think some traditions, though, they come from experience that it could have worked once, or it may have worked, helped a little bit, and then that's how they come. Because at the end of the day, even modern medicines, there are only chemicals, and a lot of those are born out of natural chemicals. So there's maybe some element of truth in what they do.
Probably.
But also, why not? Because you're getting these extra elements, you're getting the extra compounds when you drink these teas and these infusions. Yeah.
I mean, there used to be plenty. I mean, there is actually there is a flower which grows around Camposol. In springtime, it's a white flower, yellow flower which just appears on the ground. It's like this size and big.
Yeah.
Okay. These actually they used to use it for magical things. They used to do some kind of. It's quite dangerous. You can die actually if you
So
use.
don't eat it.
No, don't eat it.
Don't eat that one.
But people they used to use it as well as a tea, okay, and they used to drink it and trying to communicate with different spirits and.
Was this like a mind-altering sort of
Exactly.
hallucinogenic sort of drug?
So I think it's some kind of natural drug somehow.
Natural
Okay, so
drug,
people they used to use it in the really old days for this kind of things. I mean, they used to call it magical purposes. Okay, and as well in springtime, you can have around Camposol. There are not many places actually where it grows. Actually, there is something which traditionally people they call it potato, but actually it's not a potato. Look like a small potato.
Yeah.
But it's a white truffle. Okay.
Truffles
Truffle.
from Camposol.
Yeah, I actually pick a few. Actually,
Is
in
this
this sector.
like in the wooded areas around Camposol, or is this just on the dry areas? Or
Well, you have to look for a particular flower. There is a plant with white flowers. Once that you see these flowers, the truffles they will be around.
what, do they have some sort of symbiotic
There is,
relationship?
yes, they have some kind of connection. You know. So those flowers actually, I saw them that they are growing on B sector. Okay, and I went there and a couple of years ago, and I picked quite a big one. It was like this size.
But white truffles are very expensive, aren't they?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I didn't sell it. I ate it myself.
Yeah, just a bit
I think it's
grating
delicious.
up.
It's one of the most delicious things that I ever taste.
It's a unique taste, isn't it?
Yes, it's something that I remember from my childhood when my father used to grow. I used to go in the campo and he used to find plenty of them, and we used to eat it, and it was delicious, you know. And it's something that I really like to do every year. So most of the years I get nothing, you know.
You don't see the flower, which indicates the presence of the.
But only grows when it's a winter which is quite humid.
Okay.
So the humidity obviously is linking with this.
Yeah, because with any sort of fungus, I'd expect it to be more of a, like in the UK, there's loads of mushrooms everywhere in the woods and things like this. But over here, I haven't seen many fungus in
around
the
here.
woods and in the countryside. So, is it because it's underground that it actually it can live?
It comes out underground, and then if you don't pick them, then it will grow like a white mushroom, very thin and quite tall.
Yeah.
Okay, and spread the seeds around. So plenty of people they actually go and mark it. When they see the mushrooms, they put sticks.
Yeah.
For the next year to go and try to find them.
When the truffles got bigger.
Exactly. Something like that. Yeah.
Great idea.
Okay.
So we've talked about we've got rosemary. You say you got thyme as well. I like thyme in the food, especially with fish and things like that. I think thyme's really nice, and also in stews and things. It's got a unique sort of taste. Thyme bushes are not that. Are they the ones that are quite low?
Quite smaller. They're quite smaller.
With the small leaves, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And nowadays, for instance, because it's the end of the summer, it's not worth it to pick up because they look dead actually. You're walking in the campo and you're thinking, oh, you know, everything is dead, but actually it's not dead. In the springtime there will be plenty of flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, and you will see the bees. They will be around the flowers making the honey, which actually the honey around here is mainly made with rosemary and thyme.
Okay, because I know you keep bees yourself, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you make the honey as well, don't
No,
you?
not me. I mean, some relatives, they do honey.
Oh, your relatives, yeah? Yes. Yeah, it's quite a big business. I've been around, there's quite a lot of beehives set up around the campo.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you can tell that they're live, you know, there's activity.
Majority of those honeys is for their own use. Mm. They will sell just a small amount, really. Yeah. Of the honey, but majority is for family business somehow.
Yeah, but the bees are actually taking advantage of the flowers on the natural herbs and flowers in the mountains and in the fields.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's fascinating to know that this sort of resource is out there and literally a 10-minute walk from here, and you can get your own herbs. So you've got fennel, you've got rosemary, you've got thyme, and you've got, if you're lucky, a white truffle.
Exactly.
Anything else we can harvest from the land?
Well, there are different other things, but I think it's better if we do another show later on because majority of them, they are related with superstitions that we have around here.
Ah, okay, okay. Like this flower that
Exactly, like the
comes up out the
flower
ground
which
in spring and you have a
there are
tea.
some, yes, there is another cactus, actually, which the seeds, they call it the demon cactus because actually the seeds, they can kill someone, and
that's definitely for another show.
yes.
And also, so just before we finish, as far as going around the campo, and if we pick a sprig of rosemary or a sprig of fennel, nobody really minds, I take it. Do we need permission to do that? If
really.
If it's a public access place?
Exactly.
No, we don't. Okay.
If it's a public access place, yes. I mean, if it's a metal fence or something like that.
Of course not.
Obviously, no.
Yeah, common sense rules.
Well, nowadays.
You think? Cheers, Antonio. Brilliant. Really interesting again. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for watching. Hopefully it's given you some ideas to go out and forage some food. This is Camposol Through Time, and we've got something next week, same time, same place. So keep watching Camposol TV, and we'll be back then. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks so much, Antonio, for coming along.
Thank you.
Cheers. Brilliant.